Okay. So, if you can come back on, you can come back on. And my phone, this other phone kept saying this is not supported or whatever, so I thought maybe it wasn't taping right. So I told you I'd just put you on here and you could come back on. How's that? So we have the half 5 pound of potatoes, a half a jar of, or a small jar, I used a half a jar of real mayonnaise, and a pound of Velveeta cheese cut up in cubes, and a can of cream soup, and mixed it together. Okay, it's in the microwave. And I'm going to cut the potatoes up, and then we're going to start putting them where they're supposed to be. So I don't know what's wrong with the other phone. It just wasn't, kept saying something about not, anyway, it wouldn't download anything or anything else today. So I'm just going to cut these potatoes. Now you just want to boil your potatoes ahead of time and put them in the fridge or cut them up in little pieces. And just as you go, you can make your casserole. Like I said, you're supposed to use bacon bits, but I don't seem to have any. I thought I bought some, but that's been too long ago. I might have already used them. So we're not going to use them. We decided to use Spam instead. You can just about throw anything together. Just haven't had any energy today. I don't know what the problem is. Lazy, lazy, lazy day. I guess we can all be entitled to a lazy day. If I'm sitting down too long or enjoying myself or resting, I think I'm lazy. If I don't feel good, I think I'm lazy. I guess sometimes you just got to take a day where you don't do anything but sit and think. I don't know. So this is, we're getting this up. Now let me go over and get this out of the microwave to show you. Reel back over. Now this is what this looks like when you microwave it. It's all going to melt in together. Your cheese, your cream soup, and your mayonnaise. It's all going to mix in together and make a nice cheese sauce. Of course, I use cream of celery, because that's what I have. The recipe calls for mushroom. And you could about, put about anything that you want in this. So I'm going to salt and pepper it a bit. Give it some good flavor. I think the last time I put butter in mine too, but it doesn't call for that. I'm just a butter person. But I didn't get the butter out, so we got this all mixed up. See how easy? You just put that in the microwave and it all mixes in together and makes your cheese sauce for them potatoes. So now I'm going to cut up some more potatoes. My Nesco's over there doing its job on my cabbage. I know, but sometimes, Rebecca, I feel like I am, you know. I think it comes from having a very, very busy mother that never seems to. One thing about Mom, though, she always had everything spotless, but she always had herself spotless, too. She took very good care of herself. She's 90 years old and still has her original beautiful teeth. And she just always made sure she took care of herself, you know. And a lot of us mothers don't do that. We do, we make sure, well, I guess you got all kinds. Some that takes care of themselves and not their kids, and some that take care of their kids and not theirself. And I was a mother that always put my children before me. And we were poor, so there wasn't much to offer before me, but they had the love. They had plenty of love. Love and family matters. So I'm just cutting these up in little squares. Okay. Yeah, Rebecca, I love talking to y'all. I really do. It just makes my day. I see a lot of YouTubes and stuff that, you know, you can see them and hear them, but you can't interact. And that's when I started to, 3 years ago, I started doing live and interacting. And because I wanted to, you know, do it for my nieces and nephews and different things, and it's just built. So anyway, I'm happy to do it. I love it. Okay, so we got this, okay. Now I'm going to take some of this and pour over it some of my cheese sauce. Just pour over that. It's kind of like a potato lasagna, maybe. Now, we're going to put this off to the side a minute. Over here. And I'm going to get this Spam out. Let me try to get it out here. Which I bought a lot of Spam. I bought a case of peanut butter and a little over half a case of Spam to put on our shelves. So this is what I'm going to put in this. My husband used to eat Spam all the time. And we tried to switch off to treat meat. Wouldn't happen. He didn't like it. So he told me, he said, I want you to get me some Spam, but I want you to get Spam. No treat, none of that extra luncheon meat stuff, just Spam. So that's what I did, and Spam used to be a very popular meat for breakfast. So I'll probably get some more and just have it on the shelf. Okay, so we're just going to take this Spam now and sprinkle it down over there, okay? How many thinks that looks good already? I love cheese too, Rebecca. I always have a lot of cheese. Anytime I see it on sale, I grab it. And well, I don't know who it is. You might know, but they give out stuff like on Tuesdays, a certain time of the month. They've been giving out like really good stuff like butter and cheese, and this last time I got 2 pounds of sliced Swiss cheese and 2 pounds of American cheese that somebody gave me. I just got so much cheese. So there's that there. And you could always put, this is something you can add to. If you love onions, you could throw onions or onion flakes. The original recipe is just potatoes boiled and cut up, and bacon bits, real bacon bits. And the way the girl made them for me, I loved them. I just fell in love with them. So you could do whatever you want, and that's the great thing about these dishes is I do too, Julie. I like Spam. We both like Spam. So we got this. We got the potatoes, cheese, Spam. And then we'll cut up some more potatoes. And I like dishes that are versatile, that you can do anything you want with them, change them to your taste. And this is one of them. I had to eat a little piece of that Spam. So I could probably even throw some extra cheese in it. I was going to do something funny with you all, but I decided not to, since he's making noises in there. It's kind of funky. I was going to use bologna and make a bologna cake and decorate it. But I didn't do it because I thought, well, that's silly. So let me cut some of this up now. If you get a couple of the little peels in there, that's fine. So Rebecca, how you been doing? How you all been doing? Polly? The bacon Spam? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that, Polly. That might be something you might want to put in this casserole then. If he likes bacon Spam, you might want to put that in here, because that will just up the flavor a little bit. So I'm still cutting potatoes. It's always nice to have them done. Throw them in the refrigerator. When you feel like making it, then you've got your potatoes already done. Or do them a couple hours ahead of time. I do potatoes sometimes and just throw them in the refrigerator anyway. So if I want a quick potato or something, I can make it. Okay, let's do a little bit more potatoes. Me and my husband, we like to, a lot of times we just like to boil a potato, open it up like a baked potato and put butter on it and stuff and eat it. We don't care. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you know, anytime you mix butter and potato, you got something good. I think that's what I did last time I made this. I put some butter in it. So we're going to use the whole can of Spam. And that'll bake down in through there. And we'll just go ahead and do the couple more of these, and then we'll have it. I'm glad you're doing good, Rebecca. I wished I had the energy today. I didn't have any energy. I swept my floors, done the dishes, and I had to force myself to do that. But we've had everything tore up in this house. Everything. There's my photobomber. He's been back there working. Got my bathroom looking pretty nice. But then it was the pantry first. We switched all that. One little thing at a time. I think this is the first time in my entire life that I didn't fret and throw a fit because the house was disorganized, because I knew we were doing a greater thing. So this is the last potato. The last potato. So I'm going to take these now, and I'm just going to put them in there, and then we'll try to make another layer here. He does help me a lot. We just kind of do whatever we see to do and do it. But he does the stuff like that I probably would never do. Like he does all the painting, he takes the trash out, sorts all that, and moves furniture around. I mean, he just, I told my friend the other day, I said, I don't know what I'd do without him. Okay, we've got that. Spread them on there. It's a little dark out there. I think I'll just pitch that a little bit. Yeah, I was talking to a younger lady yesterday that she was telling about how this husband redone everything and how pretty it looked and everything. And she said, I can't even get mine to put up a door on the cabinet. Well, they're all different. Some of them think about themselves more than the others, you know. But mine don't. Okay, I think I'm getting about somewhere here. So this is called cheesy potato casserole. And now what I'll do is I'll make this, I turn my oven on because it's really cold. We don't have any heat on out here because I don't like heat much. And I just went ahead and turned the oven on, and it'll be ready for this to go in. And then when it's about done, I'll turn the broil on and let it brown it up nice. So here's the rest of the sauce. It stays nice and cheesy. So I'll pour it down over there. You know y'all want some now. You see all that cheese coming out of there. And this is something you don't really have to overdo. I mean, you can put, I thought about putting some of them red peppers in that I cut today. I thought that would give it a nice taste. But I wanted to show you how this is, what did I do with the other, there it is. Okay, see that made that whole 9 by 13. I still got some of this to cut up. I was going to use my littler, like this Tupperware little lasagna pan, but I looked at it and I thought, I don't know if that'll be big enough, and it wasn't. I wouldn't have been able to get it all in there. Just like vegetable soup, it just kind of grows. So now I'm just going to put that on top of there. So you can do bacon bits or you can do Spam. You can do anything you want on it. This is something you could really create your own dish with. Cut that up real good. And now, so there it is. It's a whole heavy pan, but these Tupperware pans are really, really light. So if you put something heavy in them, you don't have such a heavy thing. But that's what I got right there. And I think I'm just going to stick with the original recipe minus the bacon, because the bacon's clear back in the freezer. And I didn't feel like going clear back there, getting it and frying it. So I thought, hey, let's try Spam and see what it does. And you could try the Spam with bacon Spam. It'd probably really make it good. You could do macaroni, but I want to do the potato. It's the original thing. You're welcome, Rebecca. I'm glad that you guys were on and seen. So what I'm going to do is take and put this in the oven. I got it on 350. I'm going to put this, you do not have to do this, okay? But I'm going to do this and put the lid on. That's what I like about this Tupperware. It's got the lid to it. And I'm going to put it on. Wipe it off. It got all over me. And in the last 5 minutes, I think, and you want to put it in there, you don't have to put it in any more than 45 minutes or so, or 30 minutes if you're preheated, because remember your potatoes is already cooked. So then I'm going to turn my broiler on and do the last 5 to get that all brown and the Spam on top caramelized. That's what I want to do, is caramelize it. And that will be our dinner. And I think what I'm going to do is just cut up some tomatoes and peppers and, you know, stuff like that. Not put them in here, but cut them up separate. So there you are. And if you want the recipe, I can write it down, the basic recipe I can write it down in the comments. But remember, this is a dish that you can do anything you like with it. You can add anything you like, and you've already got your foundation with your boiled ahead potatoes. At 5 pounds will make a 9 to 13, and your Velveeta cheese, which really you could use any cheese you want, and the mayonnaise, you use a little jar of it or half a jar of the big one, and a can of cream soup. There's your base. So you could layer it and then put any kind of meat, anything you want in it. And I have another recipe for chicken that the girl gave me too, that takes the same sort of thing, but you use different cheeses, and you use chicken breasts. Oh, I haven't tried it yet, but I am going to try it. So God bless you all. Here's our dish for tonight. And I'll snap a picture, and if you want the recipe, just let me know, and I'll post it on there anyway. So God bless you all. This is going to be our dinner tonight. So I hope you all have a very good evening, and I will talk to you later, and be blessed.